Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of at Growth Coach 007, Danny Milivojevic Instagram. Okay, why do I say that? Because guys, in life you need to promote yourself. You need to promote yourself even more than you are now. Do you know why? Because it's so important to sell yourself in life. It's so important to grow as a person. It's so important to have a selfie stick so that you can tape yourself like this inside a hostel. Now, why am I in a hostel? I'm in a hostel so that I can travel, okay? It's more affordable for me. And I get to see different parts of Australia and I get to enjoy my life. And I get to do it on my own accord. Now, many people wish they can be like me. Do you know why? Because I'm a vegan. Because I travel the world and I always have finances. Do you know why? Because I grow, because I develop my habits, because I'm a better person than yesterday. That's the whole point of traveling. The whole point of making an impact on the world is to better your habits and become a better person. Would you agree? Would you agree that becoming a better person is everything in life? Because if you don't agree to that, then you're a nobody. Then you'll never get anywhere with that kind of mentality. So what you need to be doing is always looking for ways to travel. So how do you travel? Well, start off by being sober in life. Becoming sober in life is going to help you travel. Another way is to track your finances. Make sure that you're tracking your finances every day and writing notes in your finances about where your money is going on a daily basis. In every transaction, you must implant where that money went so that you can exactly see how much money is coming in and how much money is going out. Okay? Now, when you are using your life to your advantage, what do you need to do? You need to be able to be the best version of yourself all the time. You have to make sure that you are the best version of yourself no matter what. Because only those who are growing in life, who are doing the best that they ever can, are always growing and prospering. Would you agree? Would you agree that only the rich grow in life? Those people who are having sex all day long and fucking for pleasure and going to fuck escorts and all that kind of shit, guys, that's an endless game, okay? That gets you nowhere in life. Do you know why? Because you can have a better time growing yourself daily and impacting the world around you than you ever could having sex. Compassion is more important than sex. So when you can be more compassionate in life and give a helping hand, you can get all the sex in the world. And it's that simple. All you have to do is make sure that you are a man or woman of value. So all you have to do is read daily. Read. It's about reading. Reading and practice your craft. And you have to understand your craft. And what is your craft? You have to understand to be able to find your craft. Be able to see where you are in life. Be able to do exactly what you intended. Never for 1 second let go of the person you are today. But what you must do is always become a better person. Okay? Because if you let go of the person you are today and you never grow, you are definitely going into suicide. You're going into jail. You're going into criminality. Okay? You'll become a criminal. But you need to be a millionaire. You need to be a billionaire. You need to be a multimillionaire. Okay? You need to have 10x on all your life experiences. Okay? You need to have the best life experience possible. So the best way to do that is make sure that you're getting from one place to another positively. You have to become a positive person. Become a better person. Okay? There's nothing else to do. There's only become a better person in life. That's the vision. That's your only vision in life. Just remember, your only vision in life is become a better person. When you become a better person, everyone around you will be impacted in a positive way because of you. Speak your mind to women. Speak your mind to men. Never hold in the words that you really needed to say. Guys, staying silent is more hurtful than speaking up. Okay? Make sure that you are an influencer. To be an influencer, you have to be outspoken. You have to learn communication skills. How do you learn communication skills? All you do really is write daily. To become a better communicator, all you have to do is journal daily. Journal your thoughts down. Every single day. Journal, journal, journal. For the next year, for the next 10 years, for the next 15 years. For the next 25 years. For the next 50 years. Do you know why? Because life is growing. Okay? And the more words that you can write down and the more words that you can expose for yourself, the better your vocabulary. So the better your vocabulary in life, the better communicator you are, the better salesperson you are, the more strength you have, the better your integrity. Okay? It has actually been found on the internet and by scientific studies that those who have low vocabulary in their life are drug addicts. Okay? And the rich all have one thing in common. They have the richest vocabulary. They have the richest attitude. Yeah? To have a rich attitude, you need a big set of words. You need a massive amount of words in your vocabulary. So the best way to do that is to start writing daily. You journal your thoughts, okay? Journal. And never worry about where do the full stops go, where do the sentences go, where does grammar go, where does the quotation marks go, where does the semicolons go, where does the comma go, where does the question mark go or the exclamation mark, or even where the dollar signs go. Never worry about that. Just keep writing. That's the main idea. The main idea is to gain leverage on seeing how you learn. And the best way to do that is to see your thoughts on paper. You can never understand your learning style until you put your words on paper. You have to understand that. Now guys, this is my speed reading mastermind course. Okay, this is what I give out. And the whole point of this is to help you to become a better speed reader. So how do you become a better speed reader? Well, you must start writing daily and write as much as you can. Because writing is comprehension. To be a better comprehender, which means understander. To understand better in life is to comprehend. So to comprehend and understand is a way of life. To understand more in life is to do more. To understand more in life is to deserve more. To understand more in life is to have more wisdom. To understand more is to be more open-minded. To understand more is to be more positive. To understand more is to have more riches. To understand more is to live longer. Okay? To understand more is to have everything in life. To understand more is to become more spiritual. To understand more is to become more wealthy. To understand more is to have more power. To understand more is to have more courage. To understand more is to take more leaps of faith. To understand more is to have 20 kids. To understand more is to have the hottest girlfriend. To have the hottest boyfriend. Okay? To understand more is to live your passion and to keep growing. Okay? So what you need to be doing is always making sure that you are understanding how you learn, because that is the foundation of understanding. To understand how you really learn is only to put your thoughts to paper. And there's nothing else for you to do in life. Believe me. You want to get rich? Put your thoughts to paper. There's nothing else that's much better than that. There's no faster way to get rich right now than to start journaling today. I promise you. Because as soon as you see your thoughts on paper, I promise you, you'll be rich. You'll be a billionaire. Easily. I'm a billionaire. I'm a billionaire right now. You may not see it, but I'm a billionaire. Throughout life, people will not believe in you. People will drag you down. What you need to do is you need to go your own way. You need to let go of the past friends that you had. You need to let go of your past childhood with those people that you had in life. Do you know why? Because the more you attach to the past, the slower you move forward. So, have you heard the term burn the bridges and never go back? It just means when you have friends from the past, make sure you're burning those bridges so that you can never return to those people. Burn them, reject them, fuck them off. Because that way, they're going to start talking behind your back. And they're going to go around the community giving you a bad reputation. and then you must make a bad reputation in that community. Do you know why? Because that's the foundation of burning bridges. That's the foundation of setting a new milestone, of setting a new opportunity, of setting new riches, of becoming a better person in life. Because if you do always what you have done before, you'll always be like you've always been. So what do you need to do? You need to burn bridges. You need to burn more bridges. There's nothing else to do. Then keep moving forward. Sometimes in life, you're going to run into financial crisis. Even on your traveling experiences. Guess what? You need to be able to learn OPM. Now, what is OPM? OPM is a financial term. OPM is using other people's money. OPM stands for other people's money. And how do you learn OPM? Well, you learn OPM through financial IQ from Robert Kiyosaki and Grant Cardone. Now, why do you use OPM? Because when you are trying to use debt to win yourself over, and what do I mean? I mean that when you use debt, you need to be able to leverage yourself and become richer. Now, how do you use other people's money? Well, it's quite simple. First, you have to learn more financial IQ. You have to be able to be around those who are millionaires. You have to be able to read what the millionaires are doing. That's financial IQ. Financial IQ has everything to do with emotional intelligence. It has everything to do with your ability to be financially smart about where your money is going in life. Now, to use OPM, you have to be able to sell yourself also. So how do you sell yourself? You make sure to communicate better. Now, when you communicate better, you can also use other people's money. Now, you can also get into real estate. Once you can communicate better and you can use other people's money, then you can go to the bank and they can be your investor for all the real estate that you buy. Then when you go and get the real estate, then you can communicate and you can sell the real estate for a higher price. Because every 10 years, real estate doubles its value. So if a real estate is $10 million, then that real estate will be $20 million in 10 years' time. Not because of the real estate, but because of the land underneath. Now, that is why that all real estate always goes up in price. Not because of the building on top of the real estate. It's because of the land underneath. That is the real value. Value over time is built in the land, and land over time builds in value. So what do you need to do? You need to acquire more land so that you can become more rich. Now, when you become more rich, what you need to be doing is you need to have more cash flow. Now, cash flow is king. Money is not king. Cash flow is king. What does cash flow mean? Cash flow means that when money is coming in for free, you are becoming more abundant. Nothing else. And that is the king side of cash flow. It means that when you are becoming better, you'll be the queen or king who receives cash flow to become abundant. Okay? So all you need to do is gain more return on investment. Now, how do you do that? You make sure you become a better communicator. How do you do that? You start by journaling. Now, when you start journaling, obviously you're going to start seeing your thoughts on paper. And then you take one step at a time. And what's that one step? The first step is getting that first word on paper, getting that second word on paper, getting that third word on paper, and writing all day long. Nothing else. And I promise you, as you see more and more of your thoughts, you're going to start labeling your mindset. Now, when you start labeling your mindset, you're going to dig in deep into your wording. And then you're going to find even better words to say. Then you're going to find even better words through those words. Then you're going to start linking words. Then you're going to start becoming richer because you're building more vocabulary. And then you're going to start using more and more words in your words. And then you're going to actually become a better writer. And then because you become a better writer, you become a better influencer. And then because you become a better influencer, you become more abundant. okay? Because an influencer lives their talk in life. Anyone who is brave enough to show their face and speak on the camera is brave enough to change the world. And I promise you, the more you can get up on camera, the more you can get up on social media, the more you can influence, the more you can do something, the better you're going to be. So what you need to be doing all day long is making sure that you're practicing your craft. Even in a silent area will do a massive amount of favors for you. Because when you're around people doing something live at first, it can get very stressful. And I mean negatively stressful, because other people are watching you. So you need to practice first. So do it on your own first. Start by writing. Write always on your own and never show people your notes. Only show it to yourself and only guide yourself throughout life, because no one else is going to guide you. No one else. You are the captain. You are the person of your own movie. You are the James Bond or Wonder Woman of your own movie. Okay? So what you need to be doing is become a better person. And the only way to do that is to become Kelly Bond. James Bond and Kelly Bond, okay? Which is Superman and Wonder Woman. And the only way you do that is to become a better person through writing every single day. And no matter what happens, just make sure that you are becoming more abundant. Now, you may be wondering, how do I become more abundant? Well, the first thing you must do is find out, how do you become more abundant? Start reading Financial IQ. Start to see on Google, how do you become more abundant? And see what the articles say. Find successful people who are abundant already. And then read from those people. And read all their books. And then when you read those books, actually read them over and over again until you learn it. So what do I mean? I mean, never go to the next book until you learn that first book. Even if that means reading the book 30 times over. Because that's sometimes what you need to overcome dyslexic behavior. Okay? So those people who have problems with learning capacity, those people who have schizophrenia, they are the perfect candidates for this video. Do you know why? Because I was a schizophrenic. Because I was dyslexic in life. Because I was a bad learner. Because I never learned anything in life. And the only way that I got to this stage was to grow myself. Okay? So how did I do that? I made sure to change my life around and to start learning. Alright? Because I was dying. I became a schizophrenic. Okay? So the only way that I can remove schizophrenia from my life is to become a better person. And that's what I've done. I made sure to remove schizophrenia from my life so that I can become more healthy. So that I can lose that 47 kilograms that I did. Okay? And yet today, no one gives me money to help them. But I help them. Okay? But even today, right, the whole point of this video is to help you become a better person. So what you need to be doing is just make sure that you are growing daily and nothing else. Because guess what? Those who give you money are only helping you. And the only thing that you can do is always have a better way of life. Now, those people who are giving free value out there and inspiring the world are always successful. How are they successful? Because they're giving out a lot of money. Because they're having a lot of inspiration in life. They have a lot of inspiration. They're growing daily. Now, you must be able to expose your lifestyle. And you have to be able to expose it 100% so that you can grow. There's nothing else to do in life. So the only way to get forward and to learn how to adapt and to learn how to become a better person and adapt even better is to make sure that you are building your habits and prospering in life. Because it's about prospering. It's about abundance. Okay? And abundance does not only come from money in life. It comes from health. So those people that say that they are not giving you money or that you are not receiving money from that person or whatever, just make sure to realize that you must have health in order to achieve everything else. Okay? Because health comes first. Money doesn't come first. Health does. Put your health first and you'll have the money. Okay? So the whole thing you can do in life is create your own money. That's how I do it. I create my own money. Alright, how do I do it? I make sure through habits that I've achieved, okay, and that I've grew from, and that my schedule today is better than yesterday. That is the exact knowing and the exact understanding that I live my life according with. So what do I mean? I mean that I know nothing in life, but all that I do know is that I know nothing. Now, do you know who Socrates is? Socrates is a person who is regarded as the wisest person of Greece back in his time. Now, why do you need to know nothing in life? Do you know why? Because those who know nothing are always ready to learn. They're always ready to grow. As soon as you say that you know, you fucking don't know in life. So what you need to be doing is you have to make sure that you are not knowing in life. Because in the not knowing is the discomfort. Okay? So in order to pick up a book, you must not know. Okay? Because as soon as you know, you'll never pick up that book. And that's the difference between the rich and the poor. The rich get richer because they grow. The poor get poorer because they bap, and they don't back it up. Alright? The rich are leaders. The poor people are doing the pornography on porn sites. Okay? They're ruining their reputation. They're destructing the world. The rich are helping the world. So be more like the rich. Be more of an empathetic person. Be more of an empath. Okay? Show more empathy. Because it's about empathy. Empathy has got everything to do with writing. It's got everything to do with abundance. It's got everything to do with discipline. It's got everything to do with motivation. It's got everything to do with sex drive. Okay? So the more you can boost your sex drive through writing, yeah? Because writing your thoughts down in a journal will eventually help you to do that. Because you'll start to solve your own problems through the writing that you're doing. And that's the whole point of a problem solver. Because problem-solving people are entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs help the world. The people that help the world impact the world in positive ways. When you impact the world in positive ways, you get to become a better person. When you become a better person, you get to do more. When you do more in life, you get to achieve more. When you achieve more, you can do anything. When you can do anything, nothing is impossible. When nothing is impossible, you are unbreakable. When you are unbreakable, you are untouchable. When you are untouchable, you are imaginative. When you are imaginative, you got all the vocabulary of the world. When you have all the vocabulary of the world, you are richness, you are greatness, you got everything. You're the star of life. You're the star of your own movie. But as soon as you are not bettering yourself, you will always be a loser. So to avoid being a loser, you must learn and grow. And to learn and grow is to become richer. And to become richer is to have more wisdom. And to have more wisdom is to do more. So when you do more, you can do even more. When you do even more, you can achieve even more. When you achieve even more, you can go around the world and influence people. When you influence people around the world, you get more confident. When you get more confident, your money increases. When you gain more money, your habits increase also. When your habits increase, I mean that your habits get better. That is when you start to increase your financial capacity. So it's all about increasing your financial capacity, because financial capacity has everything to do with mindset. So when you improve your mindset, obviously you're going to become a better person. Obviously when you become a better person, you get to influence. And when you get to influence, you get to do anything you ever want in life. But it's not about what you want, it's about what you need right now. Forget your wants. Do only what you need, and you always have more money. So when you have more money, you can always be more abundant. When you become more abundant, you can always be more prosperous. When you become more prosperous, you can always be an overachiever. Because life is about being an overachiever. Life is about being the best. Life is about being the fucking best. So when you are the fucking best in life, you're number one. When you are number one, you love yourself the most. When you love yourself the most, you achieve success even more. When you achieve success even more, you are more courageous. When you are more courageous, you have more love for yourself. When you have more love for yourself, you are more kind to the world around you. When you are more kind to the world around you, you'll become vegan. When you become vegan, you have more focus. When you have more focus, you have more concentration. When you have more concentration, you have more power. When you have more power, you have more strength. When you have more strength, you get in the gym. When you get in the gym, you look athletic. When you get athletic, no one can stop you. When no one can stop you, you have all the women and all the men of the world. When you have all that, you have everything, what else do you need but to grow? You still continue to grow. You never let yourself go. So when you see that you've reached the top of life, what you need to be doing is you need to say to yourself, I'm still open-minded and I still don't know. Do you know why? Because don't know means to grow. As soon as you think you know something, you've reached the top of the ceiling and you've cut that growth in that potential. So what you need to be doing is you need to undo that knowing. And you need to say, no, I don't know. So when you say that I know, make sure that you right away say, I don't know. So then when you don't know, you'll go and find out so that you can learn more. So that you can know more. Okay? Because life is about knowing more. Life is about understanding more. But as soon as you know and you say that you just know and you never grow, then you will never know. Okay? So the whole point is to know even more. Know even more. Know even more. Okay? So when you know even more, just make sure that you don't know even more. Do you understand that? You have to make sure that you know nothing. Never even use the word that you know. And never even use the words that you have to know more. Just say, I have to understand more. I have to understand more of life. I have to comprehend more of life. When someone says something for you in terms of language, don't say I know. Say, I don't know. Teach me, please. And then ask them questions. So, oh yeah? So how did that medicine help you? Even if you know what that person is saying, it means that you don't know. Okay? So when you don't know, you just keep asking questions and you just say yes, yes. Even when you understand that information, you still need to understand more. You have to understand that. So the best way to have communication is to make the other person speak more. And you have to just keep asking questions. And they're just going to keep blabbering on for 2 hours while you're just listening and learning. Because the whole point of life is to be a student and to ask questions. So ask people questions around you and they're going to probably slip some kind of thought that you never even thought about. Because it's about talking about ideas. Talk about more ideas in life. When you can talk about more ideas, you can become more rich. Life is ideas. Life is creativity. Creativity is ideas. The more creativity you expose is the more ideas that you come up with. The more ideas that you expose is the more creativity you expose. So what you need to be doing is expose more creativity in your daily life. Grow more. Seek for ways to grow. Seek for ways to become more disciplined. Seek for what not to do. And what do I mean? I mean, stay away from the things that bother you. Stay away from the things that annoy you. Stay away from the things that lift you down. Stay away from the things that are no good for you. Yeah? It's so simple to become rich. You just need to become more disciplined. That's a way of life. Those people who have a great measure of discipline have a great measure of success. Brian Tracy. That's how you do it, guys. Listen, life is discipline. When you can become more disciplined, you can do anything. So you need to be able to make sure that you are just prospering and growing daily. Just keep growing, 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 and never know. Never know that there is something else to know. No, there is nothing else to know in life. Do you get that? Because life is not knowing. Because as soon as you know, you've stopped growing. So just keep thinking growth mode, growth mode, growth mode. Because growth mode is going to get you higher. The higher you go, the better you are. The better you are, the more you have. The more you have, the more you can do. The more you can do, the happier you'll be. The happier you'll be is the more joyful you'll be. And joy is everything in life. When you have joy, you have everything in life. Now, what do I mean? I mean that those people who have the most joy are the most happy. Because joy is everlasting. Happiness can increase and decrease. But joy can never increase. I mean, joy can always increase, but never decrease unless you grow. So what you need to be doing is you have to be able to have that joy in you to be able to keep growing, okay? Because joy is what keeps you satisfied, okay? Joy is like your blood going through your veins, okay? While happiness is more the lightness you feel, okay? It's like a light way of life. Yeah, that's the happiness. The energy that you have is the happiness you have, okay? While the joy is the blood that is pouring, that is making you love yourself even more. It's the joy that is the integrity that you say your word. You're saying your word. That's what keeps you going. That's the joy of your life. Integrity is the joy of your life. And that's what increases happiness, okay? So look at integrity as joy. And joy is what lifts happiness, okay? Now, your talk, as long as you keep your talk up and you live it, guys, you'll be unstoppable. No one can break you. No one can shake you. No one can touch you. And that's where it'll be. Make sure that when someone's speaking words, that you never get offended by those words, because words are just words. Words lie, okay? So make sure that you're never being sold on words. Make sure you're being sold on what's done and what is positive in life. I can say all the blasphemous things of the world, but if you see what I do, that will tell you exactly, and that will show you actually exactly how I am. So try to look past my words and try to see my doing and what I do on a daily basis. And my doing is my habits, the way I live my life. It's my attitude. My attitude. How do I expose my attitude? How do I come off across? That's the doing part of life. So all you need to be doing is becoming more aware. And the only way to become more aware is to put your thoughts to paper. Put your thoughts to paper and you'll never regret it. Those people who never regret it have everything in life because they have no regrets. Those people who are not growing will always die in regret. I've actually read a book and it said that those people who have regrets are usually on their deathbeds and their hands are very hard and they're very irritated. Like when they die, they're like very tense, right? Because they're so regretful of life. And those people who have nothing to regret always die without tensing their hands. They just die, right? Without stress, without negative stress. They're happy to go because they've achieved and conquered themselves, okay? And the whole point of life is to conquer yourself before the mind conquers you. Now, you are not your mind. So what you need to be doing is you need to overcome your mind. You have to overcome your impulses. You have to delay gratification to overcome your impulses. Now, when you overcome temptation, you're going to get stronger. You're going to get wiser. You're going to become more in life. So the whole point of overcoming your mind is to become more enlightened, as the Buddha said. So the Buddha speaks about more spirituality. He speaks about more about meditation. And life is a meditation. Now, those people who can eat better obviously have a better meditation. Those people who have a better schedule have a better meditation. Those people who have more money have a better meditation. Those people who speak better have a better meditation. Those people who influence the world have a better meditation, because meditation has got everything to do with habits. So when you can better your habits, you can better your meditation. And the Buddha speaks about bettering your habits through meditation. Now, when you better your habits through meditation, you are actually figuring out how to become a better person. And that's all the Buddha really needs you to do. And I need you to do that.
Hi.
Hello, how are you? Very good.
I am Noreen.
Hi. Hello, I'm Danny. Nice to meet you.
Sorry, are you on a call?
It's alright. It's alright. I was just doing a video. No worries. That's right.
Sorry.
No, it's alright. It's alright. It's normal. Thank you.
Joanna,
No worries.
hi.
What was your name?
Joanna?
Joanna.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
What was your
I'm
name?
Danny.
Danny, nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you, Joanna. Thank you. Guys, I'll see you in the next video.
You too.
See ya.